c'est pas grave.
Merci. On appelle au micro M. Mendy Sternfeld, suivi
Il a dit
de
de
M.
facto.
Schraig Miller. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. At the recent extraordinary council meeting on February 29th regarding the Lieu de Culte zoning change, there were two people asking questions, among others. One asked about the referendum process, and I asked a few questions challenging the intentions and effect of the zoning changes for Lieu de Culte in 1999 and now. I was told that we are not going to have a conversation in council and that the women before me had more practical questions. I think that both of us asked practical questions. Hers was about a borough process and mine was about the borough decision. The only real difference is that the referendum questions did not challenge a borough decision, while mine did. We have seen numerous times that this council does not like to be challenged over its decisions. For example, at the public consultation, there were a lot of questions asked by concerned Outremont residents regarding the zoning change and the lack of proof and studies to back it up. They were told that it is not a question period. However, when we come here at the question period to ask about the same questions, we are told that they are not practical questions. Therefore, my question is, if we are not allowed to challenge a board decision that affects a significant amount of Outremont taxpayers, then what is your definition of democratic process, freedom of information, and transparency that we are all looking for in government?
Bon. Alors, Monsieur Sternfeld, pardon. La raison pour laquelle je vous avais dit ça la semaine dernière, c'était que habituellement, notre règlement du Conseil stipule qu'il y a une question posée par le citoyen et une question corollaire. La question posée par le citoyen doit se faire en dedans d'1 à 3 minutes. C'est sûr que je laisse les gens parler plus longtemps parce que c'est la soirée citoyenne. Est-ce que vous comprenez ce que je dis?
Je sais.
OK. Alors, ce qui s'est passé la semaine dernière, une dame est venue poser la question au Conseil. Une dame qui avait des questions très factuelles. Elle voulait savoir sur le règlement de zonage, puisque c'était une soirée extraordinaire, une assemblée spéciale, les questions devaient porter uniquement sur le sujet. Alors, elle en avait, mais au lieu de lui donner la possibilité de poser une question principale et une question corollaire, je lui ai laissé l'occasion d'en poser peut-être dizaines, peut-être une quinzaine, et Maître Paquet a répondu car c'était très factuel. C'était, de mémoire, je ne me souviens plus, mais qui va avoir le droit de vote, à quelle date, etc. Donc, c'était des questions comme ça. Vous êtes arrivés avec des questions, et là, je me suis dit, je ne peux pas dire à une personne, oui, ce soir, tu as le droit de poser 15 questions, mais pas une autre personne. J'ai dit, je vais être juste. Sauf qu'à un moment donné, vos questions sont entrées dans un débat. Il y a eu un échange de débats. We were debating. We were not, it wasn't anymore question, answer, question, answer, question, answer. So I said at that point, we cannot go on because it's not factual questions, or I said practical, maybe as the other lady, she asked what date it was, what hour, who could vote on the referendum, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you came, I wanted to be just and do exactly, equal, exactly like I did with her, but to a certain point, it became a debate, like you were challenging me. So I thought, I mean, this is a question period. It is the night of the citizen, but it is not a night to come here and tell me that, I'm not this, and I don't think that, and I didn't do this. And I mean, it's a question and answer period. So that's why I intervene
Whatever.
like that. Okay?
I don't see the difference. However, when is there a time for citizens to come and challenge? Sometimes you can't just get all your information into questions. For example, you say that it did improve on Van Horn. I don't see the improvement. So is there any time that we can challenge this?
You asked me if it changed on Van Horn. The thing I said last week, and I have been saying this since the beginning, is that we live in a democratic country. We are allowed to propose a change in zoning, which we are doing, which other boroughs have done. We're not the first ones. I think we're the 10th. And there's a whole procedure after that. Il y avait les demandes de participation référendaire. Then there will be un registre that will be open on March 31st. I should have said that at the beginning of the evening. I'm sorry. Then there will be, if we have enough people coming in to sign the register, there will be a referendum. We win, we win. We lose, we lose. On vit dans une société de droit. There's nothing illegal about that. Okay? So, you're asking me what I think of Van Horn? I think Van Horn, I think that Van Horn or Laurier or Bernard or any street should have stores one after the other where people can come in and go out and open to everyone so that we can have a very open, practical, very active, and these exchanges on a business street. And I think that's what's the secret of a good business street. I went, and I told you last week, and I will tell you again, I went on a street in Montreal, and I won't name it, where you have one empty spot, and then you have a daycare center, and then you have one shop, and then you have trois logements, and then you have another empty spot, and then you have a lieu de culte. I mean, that's not a business street. For me, a business street is a street of businesses. So that's why we're doing this. Now, if you want to interpret what we're doing, or what am I doing, or my words, what can I do? Okay?
My question now was not on this process, but on when is there a time? If at this council we're only allowed to ask 2 questions, fine with that. If at public consultations we cannot ask any questions. So when is there a time to challenge a bylaw and to just go through it? Is there any time for concerned citizens to do this?
Sir, the public consultation was a public consultation.
Correct.
You know what that is? You sit down, you show a project you want to do, and you listen to people what they have to say. It's not a time for Marie Cinq-Mars to answer all evening about what I think we should do or what I think we shouldn't do. It's a time where we listen to people.
That's right, but we need to have a time where people can come and ask more than 2 questions. So don't have it at the consultation, don't have it at the council meeting, but sometime, there has to be some time.
I think I answer more than
All right, I'm fine
Thank
with
you.
that. Second question. During the past years, and especially during this zoning change process, we heard from a lot of people that minority rights and freedom of religion is subject to integrating. At the December 7th council meeting, I understood that Madame Padvin said that the privilege of living together, or as we call it here, vivre ensemble, hope I pronounced it right, is subject to integration and French speaking, and the Hasidic community is not integrating enough. My question is, what is the borough's definition of integrating? Has there been any resolution passed on this? Who decides when a person is integrated enough? When is someone considered completely integrated? For example, one of the councillors here, Madame Forget, when I greet her on the street, she ignores me. Does that mean that she's not integrating enough? Does that take away any of her rights?
Monsieur, you cannot talk about one person or another person like that. It makes it personal.
Yeah, but I overheard a lot of conversations.
Madame Seymour, j'ai pas compris ce qu'il a dit. J'ai compris mon nom, mais en fait, j'ai pas compris.
Bon, alors, Madame Potvin, la question était pour vous de toute façon. Alors, ce que Monsieur...
Monsieur parlait de, je crois, le vivre ensemble.
C'est ça.
C'est ça, hein? You said vivre ensemble.
Yes, I did.
J'ai répondu le 7 décembre à
That's
une
what I
excellente question d'un membre de votre communauté, un monsieur extrêmement gentil, très respectable. J'ai répondu à cette question-là. Monsieur, vous pouvez retourner à la web diffusion du 7 décembre pour avoir mes commentaires.
I'm sorry? I was trying to get it, but I didn't get it all the way.
Said that I answered to this kind of question.
Yes.
It was from a very nice person, member of your community, very polite, very respectable. And what I said that you can return to the web television, that you will understand again my answer about the vivre ensemble.
Yes, I'm referring to that.
Merci. Monsieur Sternfeld?
Oh, I wasn't answered.
C'est bon. Merci. Est-ce que je peux appeler au micro Monsieur Schraig Miller tout de suite après Madame Marie-Claude?
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir, monsieur.